So it's 8:55 p.m. May 17th, 2023. I just did the first part of the video. Normally I'd go to sleep right now, but I really got to catch up on a bunch of these timestamps and this thing that keeps happening with me, where this time here was a piece of glass stuck in the sea after I went from recording the first portion of Who's Gonna Ride My Wild Horses, and then being like an accident waiting to happen, and then now this piece of glass was stuck in the sea. And it's the only piece of glass that I seen, and it was the very first thing that I seen walking to the beach, right where me and my wife stayed at the heart of Wildwood. May 10th, 2023. And I wind up going down to the beach. What do I see? You're an accident. May 14th.
It's right here. Click another walk and more miracles right here.
Day before I went to the beach, right here.
Okay, here you go. Ready?
Day after.
Let's do it again.
May 13th. This is May 14th. And I came across the Morning Star on the boardwalk.
Ready?
Because Jonathan Clegg is walking on the boardwalk. See the boardwalk?
The one that was nicknamed Bo, the brightest of all time. Bo! Get on the Bo! Right? It was time. Now this one's called Barbie.
What was Jonathan Clegg's last name of the YouTube channel? Corey Barbie. Yep, Corey Barbie. So this is May 14th. I'm there at Barbie. I mean, the Ark, the boat, the star, the Morning Star. And Barbie is the one.
This is crazy. Do you know what Barbie? You know what Barbie means? The name.
And then as I'm playing the XApp recording Jacob Israel from the past, I'm live from the very present. Jacob Israel from the past is going to show me what I'm going to see in the future.
Barbie, right? Now we got the movie Barbie coming out, right? Now we got this huge name Barbie, right? Now we got the name Barbie, right? Now we got the movie Barbie.
So I moved Jacob Israel down, as you see. This is a big B. And then Barbie. So you got the B here. As I moved Jacob down, because somehow he knew somehow Jacob Israel knew that I was going to move him down in a video. Think about this one. In a video that I'm making live, watching him from the past into the future, he knew I was going to move him down from the B with his face on it. I don't know how. Can't explain it. Just continually watch, and you'll see everything lining up. One after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. It just doesn't stop. At some point, it has to stop. Because I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. But when I finally hear things like this,
the anti-hedge funds. We are the anti-bank bailouts. We are the Robin Hood of victory.
That's right. That's right. Robin Hood of victory. Hawaii. I like the sound of that. Even if it's like, God directs the paths, even if men's devices are wicked or something, or whatever they think. I don't know. I don't claim to have much biblical insight or to know the Bible inside or out.
Arguing that the system was a step toward artificial
May 16th.
general intelligence, or AGI, which is shorthand for the machine that can do anything the human brain can do. The paper was published on an internet research repository. Now, Microsoft, the first major tech company to release a paper making such a bold claim, stirred one of the tech's world's testiest debates. Is the industry building something akin to human intelligence?
See? Forsake me no longer, the world is burning, and I'm getting stronger. Before the fire I appear, then disappear, just to reappear up here in the clouds.
Intelligence. Or are some of the industry's brightest minds letting their imaginations get the best of them? Look, I started off being very skeptical, folks, and that evolved into a sense of frustration, annoyance, maybe even
He said annoyance.
fear, said Peter Lee, who leads
Peter Lee.
My reward is with you. Unlike two of you, I can live with or without. You see? It's blue. But somehow you already knew who's been riding my wild horses. What? To be friends? Let's
those
be
systems
pals.
often spend months
Real
analyzing
pals
vast
pay
amounts
their
of
pals
text,
for the work that
including
can
books,
follow.
Wikipedia articles, and
God
chat
is
logs.
the ultimate
By
director.
pinpointing patterns
I
in
don't
those
care
texts,
about
they
your
learn to
millions
generate
of
texts of their own,
Nothing's
including term paper,
Pay their
poetry, and
Hello.
computer code. They can even carry on a conversation.
May 12th, 2023.
Of
May 16th, 2023. After.
nothing.
The technology
Four.
the Microsoft researchers
Free.
were working with, OpenAI's GPT-4, is considered the most powerful of those systems. Microsoft is a close partner of
You
OpenAI
stiff-necked,
and has
turn green
invested
generation.
$13 billion in San Francisco company. Now, OpenAI was founded by Elon Musk. Later, he sold it away because he didn't like the direction it was going. Remember, Elon Musk said, don't let the demon out. But the researchers have included Dr. Bubek, a 38-year-old French former Princeton University professor. And one of the first things he and his colleagues did was ask GPT-4 to write a mathematical proof showing that there were infinite prime numbers and do it in a way that rhymed.
The resistance. It's time for church. Go get washed up. Time for a brainwashing. Not the dirty kind. Your mind needs to be clean, mister. And please, tonight till 9. What? To be friends? Let's be pals. Real pals pay their pals for the works that do follow. God is the ultimate director. I don't care about your millions of peaches. Nothing's for free. You stiff-necked, turn green generation. You can have your chicks, microwaves, and AM TV. I'll just take a nectarine off that tree to wound the head of Marina Steffer Ogrinovic.
There were infinite prime numbers and do it in a way that rhymed. The technology's poet proof was so impressive, both mathematically and linguistically, that he found it hard to understand what he was chatting with.
Starting at 6 and 3. B2.
I don't clean do have
much knowledge.
I said, how in the world does it know this if it doesn't have a biblical view?
May 16th.
We finally meet face to face on the same island.
no
Inside or out. I
don't no
inside or out.
yet
He went on Chat GPT and asked it a question. Could it please explain to him the origins of humanity from a biblical view?
clean
And the GPT said, I can't. I have no such knowledge of a biblical view.
have
Okay, so he said I was trying to pick its brain. No pun intended. What?
no
But he said I was trying to pick the AI's brain, and it has no knowledge of a biblical view of the origins of man.
Right.
I can't. I have no such
Starting at 6
knowledge
and 3.
of a biblical view.
B2.
Okay, so he said I was trying to pick its brain. No pun intended. What?
don't
But he said I was trying to pick the AI's brain, and it has no knowledge of a biblical view of the origins of man.
I
So
inside or out.
yet
Is fulfilled. Right.
I then immediately thought, oh my, that's what it's basically saying in Revelation 13. So let's read it. Revelation 13 says this: I stood upon the sand of the sea. I saw this. I stood upon the sand of the sea. I saw
Walking on this thing, and I just stopped to remember, wow, this is where the Lord had me stop.
And the girl goes up and meets in the clouds, and then all the clouds disappear. And then there's Psalm 68 written on the highway, underpass of the highway. Psalm 68 says, "And the Lord, they shall scatter his enemies, and they shall melt before him. Nations of the galaxy, the Star-Lord will return." Then the
Heart of Wildwood Motel, May 14th, 2023. Mother's Day, 75th year anniversary of the nation of Israel becoming a nation again. Mother's Day, Heart of Wildwood, standing on the sand of the seashore. I found a piece of
When I
glass
have these things happening,
in the sea.
these things happening with the sun, with the moon, and with the stars and everything else, there's just so much hope that comes my way. Now, let me tell you why. A couple of days ago, when I was fiddling around looking into solar flares, because I felt like something was coming, which, by the way, I think has to do with the heartbeat of the Earth, the Schumann resonance.
So what I did was I had already recorded the piece of glass in the sand of the sea. Then I went back and then I redid as I was getting some sun. Then I re-recorded to go back again. And then that's when I got Jacob to talk about the boat to the left, the spaghetti.
We might as well enjoy
Live,
the
me,
time that
Jacob,
right.
pass.
So I'm going to the beach after I tape this. Going to the
Now, I already knew that he was talking about that portion going to the
beach today, and I'm going to edit. I'm going to edit because...
But it's something that I already planned on doing because I booked it a week ago to go to the beach to edit. Well, a couple
Ethan
days.
showed me how to edit on my phone, so I can go anywhere now, right? I'm not limited to this house. I'm going to go to the beach today. That's why I've been looking a little rosy lately, because I've gone to the beach the last...
So that video was May 13th, 2023. And then mine was May 14th, 2023.
2 times to edit my shows. I feel like I'm really living my life. I'm working hard, but I'm working smart.
Because I definitely booked the room at least 3 or 4 days beforehand. And Jacob came on, did the video the day before, just like John the Click did the day before, the night of FHD 30.
You should too. So this is where it gets really strange, okay? So as I'm fiddling around, I find out there is this huge cosmic explosion, the likes of which the universe and the galaxy and everything charted has never seen. The biggest ever. The biggest ever. That sounds...
So as he's saying that, I'm thinking, all right, so what should I go to on my X app as I'm editing live? I'm live, Jacob's pre-recorded, and he's going to show me what I'm going to do and see in the future.
That's pretty,
watch.
That's pretty spectacular,
It
right?
is. It's absolutely amazing.
They identify the largest cosmic...
I don't know why it is that my thing keeps jumping around.
Cosmic explosion ever.
As if... But when I put my tracker on, I seem to really be moving pretty quick.
It is the... they identify the largest cosmic explosion ever observed. And there's 2 of them, because last year there was another one. That one they called BOAT, which is interesting.
So there I am, Maurice Pier.
Because
Wildwood. As he's saying boat, now I'm going to go to the live camera so you can see what I'm looking at.
Around the same time, you know, that this cosmic explosion, the last one called BOAT, B-O.
Now that's a boat. It looks like a boat. He's pointing up there to a boat at the same time.
Cosmic explosion, the last one called BOAT.
Boat, right where I'm showing you the boat.
B-O-A.
I can take a picture of a boat, but as you can see here, it has that arc look to it. Just simply if you go to that portion there. Inside, people are getting on. It's like a roller coaster ride over here that goes down there. There's a bunch of dummies in there. There's dummy heads.
A-T. I was saying, everybody, it's time to get in the boat, get out of the boat. It's like, you know, it's kind of like getting in the ark.
And then, considering this was May 14th, 2023, and 7 days later is May 21st, 2023, which is Harold Camping's World, the beginning of Judgment Day, 2011, 12 years later, is 7-day notice. Definitely you've been given a 7-day notice. Whether anything happens or not, it's just the fact that there's 7 days from that point on.
It was kind of like the herald to everybody to get.
Yeah, and then the herald. So Harold Camping is to get into the ark because somewhere around May 21st, 2023 is the heralding of getting into the ark of the boat. Jacob showing you as I'm recording it live on the X app where I expect miracles to happen. I expect things to line up, but only if I'm getting the right feel of pushing the record button, which again, just as I can't explain it, but it's happening nonstop.
Like getting in the ark. It was kind of like the herald to everybody to get ready for the storms that were coming. So
yeah, 75th year anniversary, Mother's Day, Nation of Israel, Jacob, Israel becoming a nation again. You will rule as El, the Almighty God. In the Bible, the story of Jacob, the actual Jacob. In this scenario, we have a Jacob and Esau. I feel like it was the two had to become one at a specific. It's almost like I wrote this script, and they already knew and recorded it and played it back, and it's playing out so perfectly I can't even comprehend how it's even possible, but yet it's happening. So thank God for that one.
The boat was there. But you know what this one is called? They call it Barbie. Scary Barbie, actually. It's the Explosion AT 2021 LWX. Is a fireball 100 times the size of our solar system, 10 times brighter than a supernova. This thing.
And then 100 times, as I was there at the heart, I was at the heart of the boardwalk, or the heart of Wildwood is where I was at. It's where I stayed. When I stayed there, I took a small recording after the writing is in the sand, after the shark in Hawaii attacked that guy because Christopher Green said it's the safest place on the planet. So I just wanted to let him know it's not. If you're doing the wrong thing, you're going to get attacked you're not going to get so lucky next time. But Jacob was talking about Barbie, and then you got Bar Rabbis on that day, as I am showing you the morning star going on with the harvest we talked about. And this is about where Will Smith, which means proud stiff-neck people. And in my script that I wrote as a Robotoid, speaking in Gandhi's voice, or whoever's, I was talking about a stiff-necked turned green generation.
Nothing's for free. The stiff-necked turned green generation. You can have your chicks, microwaves, and
May 13th, 2023.
Which I'm learning all about, and I'm grateful to everybody who's been sharing information on it, because the Schumann resonance is huge, like off, right? Now here's the interesting part. According to system, 10 times brighter than a supernova. This thing, huge, right? Now here's the interesting part. According to their research, I don't know how they do these things. The explosion occurred 8 billion light years. Okay, 8 billion light years away from us. 8. There's that number 8 again, right? Guess what though?
Are you saying you're 8 years ahead?
When the universe was about 6 billion years old.
So that was only 6 years ago.
And it's still being detected by telescopes today. These events are so rare on this scale, never witnessed before.
So what you're saying is what I've done has never been done before, but yet there's nothing new under the sun?
Last year, this is the one that was nicknamed Boat, the brightest of all time. Boat, get on the boat, right? It was time. Now this one's called Barbie. Now this is crazy. Do you know what Barbie? You know what Barbie means? The name Barbie, right? Now we got the movie Barbie coming out, right? Now we got this huge, super wild explosion.
The night I got saved, Michael said, Jonathan, that little voice is God speaking to you. Learn to trust him. So, again, as I walk this way, walk past the Christopher Morningstar sign. You continue. Learn to trust him. So, again, as I walk this way, walk past
Green.
Sign.
It's a sign.
Walking on
the beach, showing you the star.
He smites Chris Rock, the Rock. Chris Rock, the mites Smith, which means striker. He Will, which means proud stiff neck. Will, which means proud stiff. Will, which means proud stiff neck. Smith, which means striker. He smites Chris Rock, the Rock of Christ, symbolically. Will, which means proud, stiff neck. Smith, which means striker. He's
May 14th, 2023. You and me. Just go. Same parallel direction, same time, turning around the corner again. Next scene's gonna look like sand of the sea. Because I needed to show you the Wild Horses video first, and then Drowned in the Blue Sea. But before that, I needed to show you the piece of glass that was left on the beach. Because my wife was just out of reach in the video.
go, 'cause I was at the gym, tapping the show. I was just there, and because tapping the show, taking the show before, she sent me that the harvest thing that we talked about. This is where Will Smith, which means proud stiff-neck. Stiff-neck Will. Going on with the harvest we talked about. Whereas,
the addresses, look at the one, it says bar. All the other ones have numbers except for that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, bar. 36, 26.
looks like a good job. Beyond America, immorality is the message. Right here, I'm like, what am I looking at? It says Morning Star Marble. Effects of massive phases. You know, the sun is, it's doing all the, all sorts of weird things, sorts of weird stuff. It's shining bright, and this thing comes, this massive solar flare is a shining bright thing comes as a solar flare hitting the Earth today. We got an early part of the day. This is May 13th. I'll give you a couple of drinks tonight. I hope that you have a Mrs. Jacobs well. Everybody's going to go to the beach. After I take the show, go to the beach.
May 13th, 2023, before I went to the beach. You know when you're doing it?
Bar. 36, 26, 16.
36, 26, 16. Christopher Morning Star. As the picture says, Greenway, as in Christopher Green, at 9:10.
Virgil.
Staff Sergeant Christopher Morningstar.
You can clearly see Green is right here. Christopher Green. Morningstar, Marina Abramovic. Kristalina Grina Abramovic. Kristalina Obama Greenovic. There you go. Kristalino Greeno Obamovic.
Christopher Morningstar. So, how fascinating that
words.
Morningstar is right there. I never would have seen it because I'd already walked to where the highway was twice. But the Lord had me walk.
So there's a boardwalk just where I'm heading at. Obviously, I seen this portion of him talking about the boardwalk, so I put it to that section. Other times I just push record and whatever happens, happens. But other times I kind of still did direct it from before, so I'm able to improvise on it.
Back to my car, and then as I was walking, literally stopped.
Similarities, I mean, it's a yellow sign. It's yellow. It's a boardwalk. I'm heading up. I'm going to see the star in a moment that he was showing you.
In my tracks, and I look down, I'm like, what am I looking at? Just like the rocks in Tsunami. It says Morningstar Boardwalk. Just like the rocks in Tsunami. It says Morningstar Boardwalk. Oddly enough, I look right over here, and it says Morningstar Boardwalk. And it says, as long as stars graze in the vault of heaven, so shall your honor, your name, and your praises endure.
So there's your star boardwalk on Mother's Day, the 75th year anniversary of Israel, with the two
Virgil
making the heart.
I mean, do you guys find that just impossible? Let's look at all the... Okay, now, this is where you really need... Okay, now just try to...
So try to wrap your brain around this. Jonathan Click is going to tell you something that was documented the day before, but he's basically like showing it to you, recording it now at the moment. Where what was already recorded was in the past, but I'm going to show you something that's happening in the present time that someone from the past was going to show you what was going to happen in the future. Only through the X app, though. That's how it works. Through that.
Wrap your brain around what's going on now. So I'm doing a documentary video a day after it happened.
So a day after it happened. It already happened, and now I'm documenting what happened a day ago because it already had happened, but I'm documenting it live.
And I'm documenting what happened.
Because Jacob Israel's video and Jonathan Click's video were both before mine. On theirs was May 13th. Mine was May 14th.
And then I look over and I see this plaque for a guy named Christopher Morningstar, bearer of Christ.
The anti-bank bailouts. We are the Robin Hood of victory here at Island Project.
Chris Rock, the Rock of Christ, symbolically at the Summer of the Soul, the Harvest, the awards being given.
The harvest, so the harvest was in line with it too.
Out the Bel Air Prince Bale, and now she types in spaghetti and Will Smith, and I'm thinking that's interesting because right. Now we got the movie Barbie coming out, right? Now we got this huge, super wild explosion happening. Will Smith turning into spaghetti. And I go, that's weird, because I was just at the gym before taping the show.
And then there's my, again, I'm there, I'm live, I'm recording something that Jacob Israel is talking about from the past video beforehand. And everywhere I'm walking is just for the first time I'm recording it, and that's what I see. And then over in that video from the Back to the Future is showing me something that I'm going to see in the actual future that looks similar to the scene, like spaghetti. Does that not look like spaghetti? Look, it's all spaghetti and it's all clumped together, and that's what spaghetti is. It's clumped noodles, just clumped together, wrapped around like spaghetti. And yeah, I can't even make this stuff up. And I can't explain how it keeps happening, but it is, so.
Before she sent me that little @Jacob
Yeah, so before it's sent,
tweet response wearing a Bel Air shirt, and I explained to him what Bel was. Bel Air. Barbie coming out. Name Barbie. You know what Barbie means? You know what Barbie means? The name Barbie, right? Then we got the movie Barbie. You know
watch,
what Barbie
I'm gonna
means?
move him
The name Barbie, right? Then we got the movie Barbie.
as he
coming
moves
out.
with the bee
You know
behind
what
him.
Barbie means? The name Barbie, right? Then we got the movie Barbie.
B. Movie Barbie. Man, 153. If you can see 153, I am going deep sea fishing that day at the beach, standing on the sand of the seashore.
Right now we got this huge, super wild explosion happening. Spaghettifying. That's what it is. It's like it's become this black.
Now, he just said spaghettifying for the first time. Spaghetti is in the same direction that I'm heading.
Hole, this massive black hole
At first I seen the red. I'm like, is that the spaghetti you're talking
that's
about?
making spaghetti of the universe.
Maybe.
And then somebody on Twitter, I think this person right here, I'm sorry, your name's escaping me right now, was like,
Well, it says, come on, Barbie, let's go to the party.
Jacob, I was just watching Will Smith turning into spaghetti.
Right at the same moment.
And I go, that's weird, because I was just at the gym before taping the show, before she sent me that little @Jacob tweet response, wearing they call it Barbie. It was kind of like the Herald, get in the boat, get out of the tea. The last one called Boat.
And that set it off.
Boat, B-O-A-T, seismic explosion. The last one called Boat, B-O-A-T. I was saying, everybody, it's time to get in the boat, get out of the boat. It's like, it's kind of like getting in the ark. It was kind of like the Herald to everybody to get
The Herald camping, exactly.
ready for the storms that
Hell rides are coming. Copter.
were coming. So the boat was there. But you know what this one is called? They call it Barbie. Scary Barbie, actually. It's the explosion AT 2021 LWX. Is a fireball 100 times the size of our solar system, 10 times brighter than a supernova. This thing, huge, right? Now here's the interesting part. According to their research, I don't know how they do these things, the explosion occurred 8 billion light years, okay?
Yep.
So shall your honor, your name, your praises endure. Virgil. Staff Sergeant
Christopher Greenway.
Christopher Morningstar. So,
I don't
how
hear any
fascinating that
words.
Morningstar.
This is exactly what I'd shown.
In the comments, and then I did a video. I said you can't do that. He tried to stand against it in the.
Talk to the Lord and ask him to talk to me, and he does. The night I got saved, Michael said, Jonathan, that
Before
little voice is God speaking to you.
I went
learn to trust him. So, again, as I walk this way, walk past the Christopher Morningstar sign, I'm walking on this thing, and I just stopped to remember, wow, this is where the Lord had me stop. And I walked up to this orange thing right here, and in my spirit it was look down, and I'm like, look down at what? Look down right there, and I'm like look down at what? So look down at the orange thing, look down.
You're an accident waiting to happen. Your piece of glass left there on the beach.
It says it ends here. That
Morningstar. Christopher
ends.
Morningstar.
It ends
So,
here.
Morningstar is right there. I never would have seen it because I'd already walked to where the highway was twice. But the Lord had me walk back to my car, and then as I was walking, literally stopped me in my tracks to look, and I looked down, I'm like, what am I looking at? Just like the rocks, it's not even. It says Morningstar Boardwalk. Oddly enough, I look right over here, and it says Morningstar Boardwalk. And it says, as long as stars graze in the vault of heaven, so shall your honor, your name, and your praises endure.
And the GPT said, I can't. I have no such knowledge of a biblical view. Okay, so he said I was trying to pick its brain. No pun intended. What? But he said I was trying to pick the AI's brain, and it has no knowledge of a biblical view of the origins of man.
No.
So I then immediately thought, oh my, that's what it's basically saying in Revelation 13. So let's read it. Revelation 13 says this. I stood upon the sand of the sea. I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having...
You're an accident waiting to happen. Your piece of glass left there on the beach. Well, tell me
7 heads and 10 horns. And upon the horns were 10 crowns. And upon the heads the name blasphemy. So this beast kingdom is made up of 10 kings who report to the Antichrist, and their name is blasphemy. So no knowledge of God, no recognition of God the Father, Jesus Christ, or the Holy Spirit. They blaspheme them and say they don't even exist. Of 10 kings who report to the Antichrist.
The Beast Entities LLC. Beast Entities LLC.
So this beast kingdom is made up of 10 kings who report to the Antichrist, and their name is blasphemy. So no knowledge of God, no recognition of God the Father, Jesus Christ, or the Holy Spirit.
Don't. Clean. Do. Don't. Clean. Do. Have.
Much. Knowledge.
Don't. No.
They blaspheme them and say they don't even exist. The beast which I saw was like a leopard. He had the feet as the feet of a bear, and his mouth was the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power, that's Lucifer, and his seat and great authority. And I saw as one of the heads were wounded into death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So it's got this miraculous healing power to heal itself. And they worshiped the dragon, that's Lucifer, which gave power to the beast, that's the New World Order. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who's able to make war with him?
It ends here.
So we're talking about the beast kingdom with the Antichrist at the head of it.
Sometimes I don't even know what's going to line up, and then it lines up perfectly. It's crazy.
Heaven's wide, close the doors you open. I just can't close.
I just same direction. It's so crazy. Just turning around the corner again for the second time.
It's going like, man, this is crazy. This is the Lord God speaking directly to me, telling me it's time. Get everybody ready. How did all this start? 2 weeks ago was some guy saying, you're not supposed to, well, you're tempting God. If you're saying, look, he's coming, I'm waiting for him. Exact words. And I said,
You seen a bird fly away? Look at
well, you're tempting God. If you're saying, look, well, you're tempting God. If you're saying, look, he's coming, I tried to stand against it in the comments, and then I did it.
And then look. Here's a bird with wings. But it's just a different kind of a bird because this bird has a mouth with it has a bunch of teeth and it says scream with the mouth wide open. So that bird is like
video. I said you cannot do that, and then he did a rebuttal video.
but it would fly away for sure.
He tried to correct it, but
Heart of Wildwood, May 14th.
And when I have these things happening, these things happening with the sun, with the moon, and with the stars and everything else, there's just so much hope that comes my way. Now, let me tell you why. A couple of days ago, when I was fiddling around looking into solar flares because I felt like something was coming, which, by the way, I think has to do with the heartbeat of the Earth. Cut up for summer, right? Dan and I are gonna have like hot bod summer this summer. That's what we're working on. I miss my yogurt pops though. I gotta be honest. But with the things that are going on, it's like we might as well enjoy the time that we have, right? So I'm going to the beach after I take this. Going to the beach today, and I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna edit because the Ethan showed me how to edit on my phone, so I can.
So that was May 13th, 2023. And I had already planned on going to the beach.
Go anywhere now, right? I'm not limited to this house. I'm gonna go to the beach today.
I mean, it's not bad, right? All from a cell phone.
That's why I've been looking a little rosy lately because I've gone to the beach the last these things happening with the sun, with the moon, and with the stars and everything else. There's just so much hope that comes my way. Now, let me tell you why. A couple of days ago, when I was fiddling around looking into solar flares because I felt like something was coming, which, by the way, I think has to do with the heartbeat of the Earth, the Schumann resonance, which I'm learning.
And at the same time, for the first time, I'm showing you the heart. The heart. He's talking about the heartbeat.
And all about, and I'm grateful to everybody who's been sharing information on it because the Schumann resonance is like off the charts lately. That's what they tell me, and it looks like it's off the charts when it looks all red. And edit on my phone, so I can go anywhere now, right? I'm not limited to this house. I'm gonna go to the beach today. That's right. That's why I've been looking a little rosy lately because I've gone to the beach the last 2 times to edit my shows.
Probably easier to see it upside down right here. It says it.
I-T-E-N-D-S. There's the
E-N-D-S. It ends here. It ends here. It ends here.
It ends here, okay.
You mean right now?
Is that even possible?
But the other number is, there's only one that says bar on it. Bar on it. The addresses, look at it. It says bar. All the other ones have numbers except for that one. 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5.
With the things that are going on, it's like we might as well enjoy.
So
the
11
time
minutes
that we
in.
have, right? So I'm going to. With the things that are going on, it's like we might
Right
as well
now, it's going to
enjoy the time
continuously
that
go.
right? So I'm going to the beach after
Right.
I tape this. Going to the beach today, and I'm going.
Right at the exact moment, I'm live, and I'm playing Jacob, and I'm going to continually let him talk. It's at 11:14, and then as soon as I get to something that looks like a boat, he's going to point directly to the arc and call it a boat. And then after that, Spaghetti and Will Smith and the Spaghetti Rails.
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna edit because the Ethan showed me how to edit on my phone, so I can go anywhere now, right? I'm not limited to this house. I'm gonna go to the beach today. That's why I've been looking a little rosy lately, because I've gone to the beach the last 2 times to edit my shows. I feel like I'm really living my life. I'm working hard, but I'm working smart. You should too. So this is where it gets really strange, okay? So as I'm fiddling around, I find out there is this huge cosmic explosion, the likes of which the universe and the galaxy and everything charted has never seen. The biggest ever.
So now I'm going to
The
go back
biggest ever.
to
That sounds
live
pretty,
camera.
That's pretty spectacular, right? It is they identify the largest cosmic explosion ever observed. And there's 2 of them, because last year there was another one. That one they called Boat, which is interesting, because at around the same time, you know, that this cosmic explosion, the last one called B-O-A-T. I was saying, everybody, it's time to get in the boat, get out of the boat. It's like, you know, it's kind of like getting in the ark. It was kind of like the herald to everybody to get ready for the storms that were coming.
7 days.
So boat was there. But you know what this one is called? They call it Barbie. Scary Barbie, actually.
Corey Barbie.
It's the Explosion AT 2021 LWX. Is a fireball 100 times the size of our solar system, 10 times brighter than a supernova. This thing, huge, right? Now here's the interesting part. According to their research, I don't know how they do these things. The explosion occurred 8 billion light years. Okay, 8 billion light years away from us. 8. There's that number 8 again, right? Guess what though? When the universe was about 6 billion years old, and it's still being detected by telescopes today. These events are so rare on this scale, never witnessed before. Last year, this is the one that was nicknamed Boat, the brightest of all time. Boat, get on the boat, right? It was time. Now this one's called Barbie. This is crazy. Do you know what Barbie? You know what Barbie means? The name Barbie, right? Now we got the movie Barbie coming out.
As he moved bar BB. Beach.
Super wild explosion happening, spaghettifying. That's what it is. It's like
Here
it's
comes
become
the
this
spaghetti.
black hole, this massive black hole that's making spaghetti of the universe. And
Keep
and then
going,
somebody
Robin.
on Twitter, I think
Keep going.
this person right here. I'm sorry, your name's escaping me right
It's
now.
Corey Barbie.
It was like, Jacob, I was just watching Will Smith turning into spaghetti. And I go, that's weird.
Ain't it?
Because I was just at the gym.
I was
before
right there, and I
taking
seen exact spaghetti mixed together, all just live, walking with it, with the X recorder from Planet X, Looneyville.
show before she sent me that little @Jacob tweet response wearing a Bel Air shirt. And I explained to him what Bel was. Bel Air. Baal Air. Right? Baal Air. Baal. The Lord of this world. The God of this world. Not the God, the wrong one. The one that, they sent the Arch of Baal all over the place. It's like the Baal worship. It's like false gods. And I explained it to him, and I talked to him about the Oscars. Then another guy chimes in. Next thing you know, I'm giving a whole video for
There's
free
a bird flying
to
away.
these people about the Oscars. The Summer of the
Red
Soul,
wing,
right, which was going
blackbird.
on with the Harvest. We talked about this with Will Smith.
Now I'm way further down, and there is the same.
Oh, look, you can tell it says 5 mile on this one, SN 5 mile. The other one, I think, is 4.7 miles. So now you know for sure. C500. And so there it is. Another red-winged blackbird on another post. Now you're
free. to these people about the.
You know, when you invert it, it's red lips, so red, and then black bird. The wings are black. Red wing.